I am Brenna. I have been a coach for 4 years. I live in Salisbury, so Massachusetts, and ironically, we're all kind of a New England based, Massachusetts actually, but New England, New Hampshire based group coming to you. But I mean, we have coaches from all over the country. So what we'll do is we'll do quick introductions, and then I'll jump into really what we do as coaches. So that's mine. Sada, you want to go?
Hey guys, so my name is Sada Seelan. I am in Nashua, New Hampshire. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio. Have lived all over the US, it feels like. I am a military spouse, a new mom to a 5-month-old baby girl who is sleeping so well through the night. I'm so happy. And I also work in corporate as a digital product manager for a financial institution. So, yeah, that's a bit about me. And I've been a coach for about 5 years now.
And I just had to think about how long I've been a coach. So I started coaching originally in 2016. So my name's Lori. I am also in Massachusetts. I'm married. I have one son and a fur baby named Nora and a son named Aiden, because I shouldn't leave him out. Yeah, I've been coaching for almost 4 years. And prior to this, I was in interior design, and prior to that, marketing. So I now coach full time.
All right, well, I'll do a little bit of a better introduction since I did forget everything else besides my name. So I'm a clinical supervisor. I do in-home services with children who are diagnosed with ASD. So we do ABA. It's a lot of acronyms. Basically, my full-time job is driving around, training staff and parents on how to help children learn skills. So that's what I do full-time. I have 2 dogs, a house, a boyfriend, and a year full of crazy events. But I think that's a really cool part. And what I get to talk about as well, too, is what we do as coaches. And I just want to start it off with, this is a business. And as exciting as that is, there's pros and cons in the sense of the pro is this is your schedule. Like, I know Sada's been after her daughter's going to bed. That's when she'll work her business at 9:30 at night. I used to go to bed at 9:30 at night, so that was not my schedule. I was getting up at 5 a.m. But life happens and things change. So I've been waking up at 6 a.m. and doing stuff when I get home after work. And that's something that people, I really, like, I've never had a 9-to-5 job, but I think it's something that's overlooked so much, being able to grow a business around your schedule and not needing like a part-time job that's, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at night or anything like that. There's so much flexibility in that. But with that being said, there's kind of that like responsibility then that you need that accountability. And Lori's going to talk a bunch about the community, which is really awesome. But that's what we're all here for. We're all business partners. We work this together, and it's not a competition. We're all here to support each other and hold each other accountable to working those things, because it's the number one thing I've learned through this business is you don't have to do this alone. And I used to go through life, even for, my health goals, my fitness goals, my nutrition goals, trying to take on the world alone. And you don't have to. And that's something that I really love about this opportunity. Yes, it is your business. Yes, you get to grow it how you want, but you don't have to do it alone. And you don't have to try to tackle all of this stuff. We're partnered with Team Beachbody, and I'm so grateful that I fell into this. I really got started because I was working on my own health and fitness journey. But then after literally 4 days, I fell in love with all the products. After a month, I fell in love with the community, and I was like, okay, I just love sharing with people. I want to invite people to do this because I love it, and this can solve all of their, binge, emotional, tons of problems. And I knew that a month in. So I think there's so much opportunity in being able to do it with people, not having to face it all alone, and being a part of Team Beachbody. The pro side of this being your business is you're not doing it alone, because Beachbody also provides you amazing things. They provide coach trainings. They provide yearly summits. They provide new programs, personal trainers. We call them super trainers, but new amazing trainers who are sought after around the world. It's like, Sean T, you might have heard of him. He's literally been touring all over the world for his workout programs. There's so many amazing resources that we don't have to recreate the wheel. We get to recommend those amazing products and tools and programs, and it's a lot more resources for us to recommend. That's what I also like to do as well too, and is a huge part of coaching. You're not reinventing that wheel with creating a program for someone, doing nutrition, doing all of the recreation. It's truly coaching in the sense of setting up a plan for someone, checking in with them. Guys, I do ABA. It's all data. It's the science of behavior. That's what I got my master's in. So I'll nerd out here. It's taking data, holding your people accountable, that community part. How are they checking in? Are they tracking their food? But it also comes with the mindset part too. I used to have really unhealthy healthy habits. So my healthy habit was counting macros, eating clean. But the unhealthy habit was how hyper-focused I got on every single calorie. Like, I would track my beers when I went out, guys. I would count shots. Like, that's not healthy. So that's a really good thing that we get to work on too, is not just tracking the exact macros, but also being aware of your mindset, your wording. So we get to help our clients and then our coaches as well too in the business, but with more than just the basics of, here's the plan, take the data, follow it. It goes into more, how is this helping your life? Is your mindset in the right place? What are your goals for? So there's a lot of awesome opportunity you get to work with people and help them reach their goals. The basics of that is giving them success. And ways we are able to do this is, as a coach, part of the role is working with your clients, but then there's getting those clients. So I personally use Instagram a lot right now. I think it's where it's at, a lot of friendly people and just so open to wanting to be found. So, I'll search hashtags, look for people who I would just like to be friends with, because that's where it all starts. It's not just finding 400 random people and messaging them. It's building relationships. Do you have common interests? Do you want to work with that person? Do you think you could be friends with them and grow in life with them? Because that's what this opportunity allows for. It allows you to nourish that, and it allows you to pick pick who your clients are. So building up your network, finding new connections is a big part of the business. Inviting people to join. So you'll make a post on social media, which is another one as well too, on your stories, a live video, if you post to your feed, and then you invite people who are interested, who are connecting with you. And then even if you do polls, I know all three of us love doing polls because I think it's a really quick, easy way. Some people may be a little bit nervous, and it's easy to, message them, give them poll options, but there's lots of ways to connect with people on social media. And again, you don't have to do this alone. We have coach trainings, we have coach masterminds. You're not going to do this alone in this business. But to me, that's the fun part. You get to look through people and see how, to me at least, how big the world is, how many amazing people there are out there, but also how many people are like you, that you want to connect with, that you're interested in. You're not stuck to like I live in Salisbury. You're not stuck to, I can only help people in Salisbury, Mass. And I don't like Johnny down the street, but he's the one that lives in Salisbury, Mass. Like, the world is your oyster. Team Beachbody is currently in US. We are also in Canada. If you're in the military, I think it's if you have a PO box. Sada will answer this later. If you have a certain type of military thing, we can send things to you as well too. You get a great discount in the military as well. So Sada, I'll let you take on that after.
It's an APO. You just need an APO.
APO box. So, and then in addition to that, we're in the UK, and then in the spring, which I'm so excited about, we're going to France. France is one of my favorite countries. So we're opening there, and we're going to keep expanding more and more. So we're just reaching more parts of the globe. So I'll break it down again. The basics of being a coach, helping your clients, being a part of that community, helping people change their lives, making new connections, inviting people to do it with you. And then the number one thing, which I've kind of already touched upon, being better. That is one of the biggest things you do as a coach. You work on your own health goals, your own fitness goals. You share the products and programs that you love because that's why you would be a coach, because you want to help people and you enjoy these products and programs. You read books, we call it personal development. A lot of people just call it growth, reading, whatever you want to call it. But you get to grow and expand yourself and make you and your life better, which impacts obviously your direct family. But then you just get to help other people make their lives better. And obviously with the inviting part as well too, you get to invite people to the coach opportunity to help other people as well too. And Sadal will kind of talk more about that with the compensation aspect, but there's so much opportunity. And Lori will talk more about the community aspect as well too. So I think I've got all the basics of what we do as coaches. I know there's some events and stuff, so Lori will talk on that with the community aspect, and I think that's it. Okay.
I had to unmute myself. Sorry about that, guys. So again, my name's Lori, and I thought I'd just take a minute to explain how I got started in this. As I said, I'm a mom of one, and at the time when I kind of fell into this, like Brenna did, I was just looking to feel better. I was looking to just lose some weight, tone up, feel good in my skin again. And I ended up purchasing a program, not through Beachbody or through a coach, which I sort of regret now, but I bought it on my own and I tried to do it on my own and I failed. And I waited many years, I think 2 or 3 years, and I did it again. And this time I bought it through a coach. I joined a challenge group, which was sort of like a fit boot camp. And what I found very quickly was the product and the workouts and the nutrition plans, they work when you do it together. They work when you follow sort of the roadmap that Beachbody has designed, because it's like a fine-tuned mechanism that everything's designed to work together, right? So what happened is that I had these awesome results and I was just feeling so amazing. And people would ask me, they'd be like, what are you doing? You look so good. You're carrying yourself differently. And it just kind of stuck with me that it was like 21 days and I had these amazing results and I was feeling so great. And I was thinking to myself, man, this is like amazing. How can I, sort of like when you find something that you really love, like a product, and you're like, you would tell your girlfriend in a heartbeat, like, oh my God, I found these awesome jeans, right? You have to check them out. And that was how I felt about Beachbody. That's how I felt about the way it changed my life, is that I wanted to share it with more people. And so my coach introduced me to the opportunity, and she introduced me to obviously the group setting. And that is what I quickly fell in love with, was the support and just the community. And the community is sort of like this, it's like the sisterhood, and there's guys in it too. So not to dog the guys, but just the women I've connected with over the last 4 years, like Brenna and like Sida. And there's like thousands of others, obviously, but has been such an amazing anchor in my life as far as when things get hard, when you hit that roadblock and you don't want to keep going as far as with a workout or with your nutrition, or life can just suck sometimes, let's face it. They have been my anchor, and it's been like an extended family. So it has been really the thing that has kept me, aside from the results that I've gotten and the amazing products, the community has been my anchor in this entire journey. And it's just something I don't think you can find anywhere else. Whether you coach or you're just going to be somebody who's going to work on their own health and fitness goals, the community is something that I always encourage the people I work with to tap into, to make sure that they are taking advantage of, that they're leaning into, because without that, you might as well be doing it on your own, right? It's like the special sauce. So in addition to like our coaching community and our group communities, there's the larger Beachbody community, and that is made up of, I think at this point there's 300,000 coaches. So it's a real thing. It's an amazing energy, and it's not a competitive energy, guys. I think that is like sort of why I also keep coming back to why I love this so much, is that I worked in jobs before in corporate where it is highly competitive, and it's dog eat dog. And you do not get that within the Beachbody community. There is always someone who you can turn to for help. There's always someone you can turn to for advice. There's always someone you can reach up to and say, I need a hand, or what do you think about this? And people are really just willing to go the extra mile in order to support each other, because we all want each other to be successful. There are so many people out there who need this community. They need the opportunity to work on themselves and just feel better. That sort of competitiveness that you might feel in other positions or in other companies, it doesn't exist. So within the larger Beachbody community, there's like so many events that happen. As Brenna touched upon briefly, there are just a number of trips that you can win or earn between like something we call Success Club. Excuse me. There's a cruise. There's usually a land trip. There is Summit, which is sort of like our big yearly conference, which is amazing and not to be missed. They always have like world-class speakers come in, and the energy that you get and like that you just feel in this atmosphere with all those people who are doing the same thing as you is just amazing. There's leadership conference where Beachbody really pours into coaches and helps you grow not only your business, but your mindset, your network. There's open houses, which I think we have one coming up in April. There's an open house coming up in April. So if you're local to Sada or Brenna or I, or even another location, we can share locations with you guys, but you can go to an open house as a guest and check out a live event, feel the energy of what it's like to work out with like a shit ton of people and just how amazing it feels. In addition, some teams run things like retreats when you reach a certain rank. And I think that's it for events, but there's just so many, like, and within our individual teams, like sometimes we'll meet up, like Brenna and I live in the same state. So we'll meet up and it's just something I did not know Brenna before this. I did not know Sada before this. And it's just one of those things that you're just like, holy crap. Like, I can't believe this is where I'm at with this. I have a whole host of new friends and I don't know. It's just amazing. So, so I think that's all I want to like talk about as far as like community goes, but it is the thing. It's like the glue that binds as far as I can say, like why I love it so much and why it has helped me and changed me in so many positive ways. So, I don't know if you guys have anything to add. No? Awesome. All right. I'm going to toss it off to Sada now.
Hey, so I'll start a little bit more with more of my story too, because I'm going to actually have this lead a little bit into like, so you're a coach, how do you get compensated for what you're doing, right? And my story actually ties in really well with this, because when I got started as a coach, I had reached the lowest point of my life health-wise. I had been diagnosed with sleep apnea. I have hypothyroidism. I was in my mid-20s feeling like I could barely move. I'd thrown out my lower back. Like I'd done all of these things that in your 20s, you're like, you want to be active. You want to have fun. You want to be able to keep up with like, all the girls in their 6-inch heels going out to the club. And that was like, I was trying to keep up. I was not keeping up. So I had actually decided, instead of going with Beachbody, that I would find a personal trainer and I would pay for her. Now, mind you, this was me about 2 years out of graduate school with 6 figures of student loan debt. And I was earning $35,000 a year at the time. And for me to make the commitment to say, I'm going to spend $100 a month on a gym membership, plus work out with a personal trainer, which was probably another $500 to $600 a month. And then that doesn't include any of my nutrition, any of my meals, any of that stuff. Like that was a whoa kind of decision. And at the time, I loved salsa dancing. I love it. And there was a girl that I was dancing like we went to the same studio class with, and she was a Beachbody coach, and she reached out to me and she said, you know, if you're making the decision to really do this, you should check out Beachbody. And I said, okay, yeah, let me check it out. I purchased a package from here, a starter package, and immediately returned it because, and I didn't tell her that I returned it because I was like, what is this Jane Fonda stuff? Nobody gets fit from home like this. As a prior athlete, I didn't believe in it. So I returned it. A year later, I moved to San Antonio with my then boyfriend, now husband, and I was living in Boston at the time. So from Boston to San Antonio, I move, and my personal trainer says, well, let me come with you. Like, you can take me and we can work out virtually and you can still pay me this much money. And I was like, mind blown, right? So at that point, I was like, okay, I remember this Beachbody thing that my friend talked about, and I'm super embarrassed. I'm going to go to her with my tail between my legs. I'm going to put my head down, and I'm going to say, pretty please, will you take me back? And I'm going to try this thing. And I told her, I said, look, I'm still skeptical, but I'm going to give it 30 days, and I'm going to see what I can do in 30 days. And it happens that Beachbody has this 30-day money-back guarantee. So I'm like, okay, $160, $200 to get started. I can do this. And as I'm doing this, in my first month, my mom is like, you know what? I'm going to support you in doing this. So my mom was like, okay, I'm going to join you. And my sister said the same thing. She's like, okay, I'm going to join you. Because they've been around my entire life seeing my struggle with this fitness thing, and they want me to succeed. So they were like, okay, you know what? If we need to do this with you for you to succeed, we're going to do it with you. Like, no questions asked. My cousin was the same way. My best friend was the same way. And all of a sudden, in my first month as a coach, I actually ended up earning over $240. Now, there is no success guarantee in this business, but what I can tell you is that just by starting with those people that are close to you, you can start to slowly earn an income and earn back the money that you've invested in your own wellness. Now, that's the cool thing about being a coach, is that you're only investing in yourself. You're not spending money on inventory. You're not spending money on advertising or brand awareness or any of that. And as someone with a master's degree in marketing communication, I can tell you that that is huge. As someone who's tried starting up her own business, who's worked in her family's business, to not have to worry about those types of things is a game changer. So, how did I earn that $240? Well, Beachbody's compensation plan works that you earn anywhere between 25 to 50% commission on all sales that you make. So if you were to purchase or make a sale, help someone with the starter package, with the most basic starter package, you would earn somewhere between $40 to $60 depending on the starter package. Sometimes more, but if you're going on the basic side, that's about how much you would earn on the package. And then Lori touched on the fact that we have a system called Success Club, and you earn points towards that club that we call Success Club. And as you hit those different levels of Success Club, you hit milestones that are indicators to how well your business is going to grow over the next month, over the next year. So that's kind of the milestone that you aim for every single month. And Beachbody sets that for you because they want you to know when you are building something that's truly going to be life-changing versus a hobby. So it's up to you. Do you want just a hobby, or do you want something that's going to change your life? Personally, I have a coach who at this point in her business has retired her husband, who was an actuary. She retired herself, obviously, first, and then retired her husband. They purchased a farm in Wisconsin. They moved their family there. Now they're living their dream life there. And I see them on a day-to-day basis with their children, 3 little kids, all under the age of 4, and they are loving their life because they're able to spend their time with them freely and still build their businesses in the pockets of their day. They take intentional time. So what is possible? I see that and I want that for myself. I have that vision for my life. It started with just me saying, let me earn back that investment. That's really exciting. Every single month, if I can make that $200 something, that's amazing. That means I've earned back my investment. I don't have to worry about paying for a gym membership. And on top of that, I can fill up the tank of gas in my car and help start paying down that 6 figures of student loan debt that I have. That's like draining my pocket every single month because I was living paycheck to paycheck with that. Eventually it turns into, okay, what's the dream? What's the vision? What do I really want to do? What scares me? Right? So that's exciting. On top of that, so Lori touched a little bit on the trips that we're able to earn. And I consider that a part of our compensation plan, to be honest, because those trips that you earn, it's a Beachbody match. So once a year, we have this trip called, again, Success Club, right? That club that you aim for, that milestone that you aim for every month in your business. You have a trip that you can actually earn all inclusive once a year. This year, we're going to Punta Cana. Next year, we're going to Riviera Maya. You could be there with us. And then the year after that, who knows? Like they'll announce it every single year. They announce a trip. And I've been on a few of these trips, guys. It is the most ridiculous all-inclusive trip of your life. You've never been on a trip like this before. When we say all-inclusive, the drinks, the food, the entertainment, the trainers, you get like up close and personal with a celebrity trainer that normally is in your living room on your TV or on your laptop or on your phone, right? They're right there. You feel the sweat dripping off their face. And okay, that's kind of gross, but you see what I'm saying? It's like that kind of an experience, that kind of VIP feel that you get to have. And it's 4 nights, 5 days of just poolside luxury. And you get to celebrate the hard work that you've put in throughout the entire rest of the year. Okay. That to me, what company ever does something like that for their employees, ever recognizes their employees in a way that says, thank you for doing your job. We're going to reward you because you are helping us to fulfill our mission as Beachbody to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives. No other company in the world does that. And to me, that's like, it's huge. So there are other ways of compensation as well. There are things that we call like team cycle bonuses. We have extra income that we earn based on the efficiency of our team. But never do we take money out of our team members' pockets. So the money that we earn comes directly from Beachbody, never from any coach that we help to sponsor in this business, which is also a beautiful thing. Because I'm never taking money away from any of my coaches. Their hard-earned money is their hard-earned money, and it stays in their pockets. So, and all of that to say that this is, in a way, multiple streams of income. And I want to say that, and I touch on that, because if you've ever done any research on people who are millionaires in this world, 8-figure earners or more, 7-figure earners or more, you will learn that 95% of those people have multiple streams of income. Okay, multiple streams of income does not necessarily have to mean that they have 3 businesses or 4 businesses. They just have multiple ways of being able to earn income. So to be able to partner with a company that says your income is not only a reflection on the sales that you make, but is also a reflection on the way that you're effectively mentoring your team, on the way that you are growing, on the strategy that you put behind your business. Okay, all of these different things are things that you learn how to do as a coach because you're teaming up with a team that has that kind of knowledge. And these are all different streams of income that you will learn how to capitalize on as you grow your business. So to me, it was a no-brainer. Like, 5 years ago, that first month of income was like, whoa. And ever since then, it's only grown because I've stuck with it. I've been consistent. I've shown up every day. It's not no work, okay? Okay, there is work that goes into this. And I don't want you to think that by signing up to become a coach and by being on a team, you can just sit down and say, okay, now I've posted my sweaty selfie and I'm going to earn $300 this month. No. You are going to have to do the work. You are going to have to show up. You are going to have to make those connections with people and invite people and have conversations and be genuine with them and show them, you know, the hustle of what you do every day. But if you do that, the potential is endless. So that's what I've got for you guys. And what we're going to do is we're going to open up a stream, like a thread in the comment section of this video for any questions that you guys have. So as you watch this video and as you think about it in the days to come, or even in the weeks to come, if you have questions, please post them below, let us know, tag us in those questions, and we would be more than happy to answer them for you. We are open books here as coaches. We have nothing to hide, and that's another amazing thing. I've never run into a coach in this business that's been like, that's a secret, like, sorry, family recipe, can't share that with you. You know, every coach is an open book in this business, so feel free to go ahead and ask those questions. Anything to add, ladies?
I think that's it. I mean, we touched on it all, you know, what we do as a coach, how we get compensated, the community behind it all. And as you can see, as we're all talking, we're all going back and forth to each other's points. It's all mushed together to make this unbelievable opportunity that, and I mean, if you guys didn't guess it, that you can work from your phone. Like I went to San Antonio. I mean, one, I can work out in my room there, but two, I literally was at the pool in the sun doing business stuff on my phone. So I think that opportunity is amazing.
I think it's also important to sort of stress that you do not have to be, I don't know how to say this, like in amazing shape. You do not have to be at your ideal weight. You do not have to be bench pressing 300. You just have to be willing to start and work on yourself and share and be open and be willing to walk the journey with one of us, because we're going to get you A, to where you want to go, and B, help you along the way. So, because I do hear that a lot, is that, you know, some people just think like, I'm not where you are, or I can't do what you do, but you can. We all started in the same place, and it was started with us just wanting to work on ourselves. So I hope that you take that to heart and understand that there's no milestone you have to meet, no marker before you can become a coach. I think it's just the willingness to be open about your journey and share with other people.
And for anyone ever wondering if you can do what we do, and because you're like, oh, those pictures, I couldn't take a picture like that. Honey, go back to 2014. Take a look at what we first posted when we were coaches for the first time, because I can guarantee you yours will never be as bad as mine was. I can guarantee you yours will never be as bad.
Yep. There's learning you have to do. I have to share, Sada and Brenna know that I'm a little bit into, like, I like tarot cards and affirmation cards, and I actually just did a little silent prayer because I get really nervous doing these things. Even though I'm a coach and maybe I look professional doing it, I don't think I do. I feel like a hot mess every time I do it, but I hope what I was saying came across authentically and clear, first and foremost. But I pulled a little card just to help center myself, and strangely enough, I'll show it to you, but it says, reasons to celebrate a community of friends. And I love talking community because I see the three mermaids. Isn't that awesome? We're all on the beach guys, and that's just a trip.
Which mermaid am I? I want to be a mermaid.
Seriously, but I love the fact that it was just solidifying the fact that that's why I personally am like so invested in coaching, is because I love sharing this opportunity. I love helping people and just the community aspect of it. So that's it.
So, and with that, we will be respectful of your time because we know that you've tuned in to get the information that you're looking for. So thank you so much for your time and for taking some hopefully good pointers, good notes. And again, any questions, feel free to ask them below and we will talk with you soon. Bye, guys.
Bye.